praises and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
Double honor to the apostles and the elders of great millstone at Goodwell. And peace, love, blessings, sincere Akim, the virgin, and the four corners of the earth, and push this gospel in sincerity and in truth, and make up the 144,000 men. Shalom unto you, shalom to the believing men, women, and children that make up the rest of the remnant that scattered to the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Right, prophets out here back again. Right, to do this good work, and this is a good work. Right, and nothing else to do. Right, nothing else worth doing. Right, this is his good work. Yahweh Shai was about his father business, doing this work daily. Right, so we take that same notion as our Lord did. Right, so we're gonna go in today. We're gonna go into Isaiah the 14th chapter. Right, and break down the whole chapter. Right, and Lord willing, that will be it. Right, hope it's edifying to you out there.
Alright. It's in the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. And it reads, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob."
So the strangers is the Israelite foreigners. Right? Think of me, 1 Peter 1:1. Right, because there comes that believe that them strangers is the heathens, that the heathens can make it in the kingdom. But that is not so. Right? Heathens won't have part in our kingdom. Right? Read that precept real quick. Daniel, sorry. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44. "And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up kingdom." Right? These kings, Daniel's second chapter is going into the image which Nebuchadnezzar dreamed. Right? He had a statue going straight down to the foot clay and iron and clay. Right? They was going to the kingdoms of the earth. These nations ruling the earth. Right? At a certain time, Babylon was Nebuchadnezzar. Right? The chest was the Medes and Persia. Right? Time going on was the Greek, and then going down to the Roman Empire, and then to the revived Greco-Roman Empire, which is Esau kingdom being the iron and clay, showing that they not joined, because Russia against America, we see Edomites, Egypt against Egypt. That's Isaiah 19. Right? So he's talking about those kingdoms. So he's saying the days of these kingdoms, the Most High wants to set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. This is the kingdom here. This is the sanctuary that is risen up in four corners of the earth. Right? This is the kingdom here. They start with this. Prophesying. Scripture says in 2 Thessalonians, he will destroy him with the spirit of his mouth, and then with the brightness of his coming. So this is the beginning of the kingdom here. Prophesying or heralding the kingdom to come. Right? So I'm going to finish up. Daniel 2 and 44. "And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people." And these other people is talking about the heathens. It's not going to be left for the heathens. Scripture saying Daniel the 7th chapter, verse 18, the saints will take the kingdom and possess the kingdom even forever and ever. And these saints, according to Psalms 148, 13 and 14, are the Israelites. Right? It says, "But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever." That now quote the Daniel 7:18. Saying to take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever. That is Israel rulership, because Israel is going to be immortal. When Yahweh returns and change their bodies, and scripture say, change their vile body to be fashioned like his glorious body, we won't be able to die. And if we're not able to die, we're not able to sin. And if we're not able to sin, we have no more we could die, because sin is what brings death. Right? Go ahead.
1 Peter 1:1.
Yeah.
1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 1. Peter, an apostle of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Philistine, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia.
Bithynia. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Elect.
It says elect. So these strangers we say that scattered is who he said to. But it go on in second verse saying elect. Go ahead.
Elect according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh the Father through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua Mashiach. Grace unto you and peace be multiplied.
So this is Isaiah 45 and verse 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect. So Israel is the elect nation. So when you talk about the elect, it's talking about the Israelites. And as Romans 9, I believe, Romans 9.
Is it?
Nah. Anyway, Romans 9 says not all Israel is of Israel. But you talk about the Israel of God. Galatians 6:16. The Israel of God is talking about the elect. But the Lord didn't come to save the whole house of Israel like he did in Egypt. He coming for our remnant, which is the elect we're talking to today. Joel 2 and 32. Right? In the remnant which he will call. Right?
Continue. Is Isaiah 14 and verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. They can, because really and truly what it's saying here is that if everybody gonna make it, or everybody gonna be in the kingdom welcome and ruling together, who we gonna rule over? Who it is really and truly we going to rule over? If the heathens can make it, if they say any strangers, if the heathens there, who we gonna be ruling over? Who gonna be the servants in the in that kingdom? And it wouldn't be fair. And we know the Lord is a Lord of balance and fair. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be fair that we serve all that slavery and went through all this, and then they could come and make it too. What them do to deserve it?
Yeah.
Them ever do nothing to deserve it? You understand? All what we doing here, we doing it for the kingdom.
For the kingdom, like that.
That's what the scripture say. He that come to the Lord must believe that he is, and he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. The reward is the kingdom.
He also say in Revelation, and also it promised to Yahushua from Yahweh in Psalm chapter 2. Right? He will rule over them with a rod of iron and beat them into shivers, like the potter's vessels of the paraphrasing. And he tells us in Revelation, if we hold fast what we have, which is his truth, and endure to the end, you go and rule over them with a rod of iron same way. So who's these people that we go and rule over with a rod of iron? If everybody can make it.
Surely it wouldn't be our people. Because our people wouldn't need a rod of iron when they had the words stored up in their head. The Lord said they were going to put it in the inward parts.
And the scripture says, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
Exactly, so do 2 and 2. If our people are going to be willing in the day of when the Lord return, and in the kingdom we're going to be fully righteous, right? And then the scripture says they're going to come to learn of us. I don't know if this is going to get that precept, because why would our people need to learn if it is that it's stored up in our inward parts? The Lord is not the author of confusion. It takes spiritual men to come and break down this thing. Not men how they feel like they know what they're saying, because then they will call the Lord the author of confusion. You understand? They're confusing this thing by saying the heathens gonna make it too. But when I would like to see them break down them 2 precepts. But firstly, the Lord saying that we're gonna be stood up in our inward parts, so we are no longer a man teach his neighbor.
Know the Lord.
Right?
No man tell me that precept. If they have Hebrews 8. Right? When you make that covenant with Judah and Israel, right? That covenant, you say, no more they're going to have to teach a man, know the Lord. But all go and know him. Right? So then, that is talking in Israel. They all gonna know the Lord. They not to teach nobody again. That teaching done. They the time for teaching. That teaching thing done. Who we are to teach now? Is the heathens. Isaiah 2, they say, come on, we going up in the house of Jacob and learn of their ways. So them gonna be in the state that we are in right now, rehearsing the righteous acts. So we rehearsing and we that able to keep it because then it's somebody, right? That is why Yahushai and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, I should say, promise us to give us a new body, a heart made of flesh that we will be able to keep the law, statutes, and commandments
properly, because even the Sabbath and all these things, that brother got to work. That brother might have to make something on that day. You know, that brother might certain things, you know. But in the kingdom, it's not going to be so, because you're going to have servants and men on that for them to do them thing.
Come on, we don't have 2-3 houses for men have more than one wife.
That's
We don't have 2-3 houses for them when they're on their monthly. You can keep that law. You can't keep that law. Because everything she touch, she unclean.
to the fire.
Yeah, totally. I the same toilet. Toilet sleep on the same bed. Most likely. Right? So these things, laws we can't really fulfill. Can't teach. So that's why we need a new body. There are plenty laws. Scripture says break one and break all. Plenty laws we can keep.
In Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 2, and it shall come to pass that in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to this mountain of the Lord of the Lord, to the house of the Lord of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways. But why are we going to have to teach our people their ways when the Lord said it's going to be stored in the word part? Who that is talking about? They're going to come to learn. And then the Lord also say, a nation that don't want to serve thee will surely perish. You understand? So how are they going to make it?
Isaiah 60 and 12. Right? Because also, the scriptures talk about in Zechariah, it says, any nation will come up at the Feast of Tabernacle, they will have no rain. Right? Because if they're rehearsing, they had to rehearse laws. And then the laws tell us you have to keep the Feast of Tabernacle. Right? So you say, if they don't come up, which is when they don't come up, because the Lord doesn't say that. When he say they go add and they go take away, it's because they did that. They done did that, right? So when he say, if any man don't come up, we already know it's going to have nations not going to come up. They're going to rebel. Right? Because think about it. All people rebellious in this time.
The curses turn on them.
When the curses turn on them, they're going to be rebellious.
Same way.
Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 12, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
And what nation is that? Them nations talking about the other nations of Israel. So and them other nations are known as heathens in the scriptures. So if they are heathens, right? What's another word for them? Gentiles, you know, because the Gentiles they use Israelite foreigners as well too. But they are also known as Gentiles, they are heathens, right? And they now have to come up and go up to the Lord's house and learn. And the Lord said if it is they don't do these things and serve, they're gonna perish. But if they join unto us, why would they be perish? They would be kings too. You understand? But they had their turn. All nations, we should say all nations are turning in our captivity. All of them take a turn. And all of them eating off of the pie still. You understand? If they think, because other bugged out prophets preaching that they're going to make it too, well, they're taking them. Because they're ready to be fooled. But we're going to tell you the truth. And the 100% truth. We're not coming out here to tell you a lie.
You see the word, the scripture say, Apostle Paul writing, Peter said, Apostle Paul writing, it had to be understood and wrestle with it. And wrestle with it. Right? To their own destruction. And the whole book is like that. Yahushai, right? He's that, he put real stumbling blocks in the scriptures. Guys like Gentiles, We know the Gentile is the heathen, but you also Israelite foreigners. Right? Strangers is also, when you in Exodus 12, it talk about two strangers. Right? The strangers, which is the heathen, the strangers that are outside, who born outside.
Is it? Because really and truly they're strange to the customs. They don't understand, they never grew up doing it. And that is something simple if you really break it down, but for some people it's a tripping stone.
And that is what the Lord thinks, because He don't want all people. How the scripture say? Israel had not attained what they seek it for, but the election had attained and the rest were blinded. And what the scripture say about God will be hid, it's hid to them that are lost. Whom the God of this world blinded their mind. So He set the world in their heart and all these stumbling blocks to the angel. Isaiah chapter 6, right? And 10. It tell them, make their heart heavy, make their ears fat. Lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand and convert and be healed. So He sent angel to block people's mind from getting this word. And then He sent angels to open their mind, to give them this word, to get them to understand. That is why it's scripture saying Isaiah 30 and 20. Right? Your teachers won't be hidden a corner anymore. But I go see a teacher and you will hear a word behind it saying, you know, the easy way. That word is that angel opening your cognition. Right? Opening it to understand and say, yeah, but this is the truth. And understand. Like scripture say, Yahushua said, if any man have an ears to hear, let them hear. But everybody has ears.
Yes,
He talking about who could understand, let them understand.
I said, even that day is a tripping stone. Many man have ears to hear, let them hear. You have a ears, but you wouldn't hear. Okay, though the spirit not dealing with you.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand it now.
But I just mentioned a word, cognition, right? I'm going to get that real quick before we thing. But that word is a serious thing.
So that up in Revelation 3 and 18, I believe. Yeah. That eye salve. Right, that eye salve. That eye opener. But Yahushua said, come me and you open the eye.
Yeah.
Right? If any man knock, he go open.
Yeah, the man knock. And that is it. And that knocking on out is a humbling. Right? Well, there's the meaning of cognition. It says the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge. What is the mental action or process for acquiring knowledge? When you're in the truth, the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit will have banner angels coming and unlocking the precepts them in your head. That is the mental action when it resides in your pineal gland, right? It says of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. So why this so yappa? Because the Lord said, my sheep will hear my voice. Because it said through thought, right? Acquiring knowledge and understanding. Then it says through experience. Now experience men who was back in the days then to know who done been there. This will be easy for them to understand. You understand? Being a prophet in the past, but being a bug out in the past and being a bug out here, the same thing.
They come in here a lot.
You're coming here a lot.
Spirit of the prophet, subject to the prophet.
Yeah, and the spirit of the bug out, subject to the bug out. They're scoffing in the ancient days to come back here and scoff.
Give me that. 1 Peter 2 and 8.
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed.
They were appointed for disobedience. They were appointed to be disobedient, to get destroyed. They were appointed to that. So they come in there a lot. That is 2/3 of our people. Right? And Lord willing, we are part of the Lord's elect. We are appointed the lot to be prophet, subject to the prophet, and to make it unto the end. Because He said, "Oh, it was there with me from the beginning." They were predestinated. They don't know now picking the Lord, now choosing who He want to save. That is from the beginning, since the earth created. Before the earth created, He already chose His elect. And they will understand. Right? The scripture say, the wise will understand, but the wicked wouldn't understand. So they wouldn't come to the understanding that these stumbling blocks in the Bible, strangers and all these things.
Right, so continue Isaiah 14 verse 3. And it shall come to pass In the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how had the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased.
Who is the oppressor? The king of Babylon. Who's the king of Babylon? Now this poetic talk, because if you really listen, not poetic talk, but it's twofold.
God.
Because it's going into the king of Babylon at that time, which was Nebuchadnezzar, right? But also talking about the king of Babylon in this time, which is Esau Edom, right? Who run the earth? Because the earth is given in the hands of the wicked. So the wicked run in the earth. And he's the king of Babylon. Babylon is America. That is the capital city. They go name as Bozrah, Assyria, Egypt, all the spiritual name. And Bozrah is the capital city. Yeah. The capital city are the Idumeans. The capital city is America, which is the Babylonian today, which is Esau Edom.
Yeah.
Right? So that proverb going says, it used to rain. What went on, you know? Go ahead.
It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how had the oppressor ceased, and the golden city ceased? The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers.
Because the golden city, a place of prosperity. Everybody want to go to the land of America to have a better life.
And even before too, say 10, 20 years ago, like when America was in a Greek, what everybody want to be Americanized. They want to dress like them, they want to think, they want to do everything like them. There was a golden city or something that people could have go up there and we call it, what they call it in the land of opportunity.
Yeah.
You could go there and become anything and come back. But when you look at it speed up into this time now, you see that they're crashing. You see that these prophecies happening unto them. Everything that is written in the Bible is happening unto them. The scripture where it talk about they being buried in thick clay, right? That is happening unto them right now. And it's a continuing thing because they talk about that thick clay represents debt. Them they owing people, other nations, and that is what's going on right now. They say America is 33, 34 trillion in debt. You understand? You care? They're not looking to pay you back, they're looking to pay you in means of a chip. Right? So when you Lord talk about breaking the staff and the scepter of the rulers, it's the rulership, the Lord breaking it down, the Lord taking all the wise men out of Edom, He destroying them from inside out.
Yeah, but in a spiritual sense, to give you the eyes to see it, we Lord that opportunity, only one wanted that opportunity, land, to go in that land to get that opportunity, to make things better, get greener on that side. Right? You get set up. Because that land is going to be fucking destroyed. So the Lord, all we want us to keep up and stand there is because He will fucking kill them. So all of you say, wait, 20 years ago, because I know my aunt and thing go and live here and go on and live there years, never see them again. Yeah, and these people who are set to go in these lands, right, to live and to stay and all these things, is because you real fucking wicked. You are on a different level of wicked. That is why the Heavenly Father setting you up to go there, to get a fucking judge.
Judgment. Yeah. Because we did our sin is death. And here comes the judgment. You understand? The Lord making sure that, because what would happen to America? There's still going to nuclear fire. But before all that, there's a lot of madness going to be taking place. You understand? When the Lord talk about breaking the scepter, when the Lord talk about worms cover, the worms represent decay. Worms represent that it's falling, it's decaying. Worms beneath, worms on top. The scripture describing what was happening before. And now, He's telling you what happened and what is the state of them today. You understand? Continue. Right? Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hinder it. Nobody hindering it. Because they call them the hammer of the earth. Like what? Jeremiah. Right? Right?
Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 50 and 3 says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Yeah, that is prophesied. The Lord sent the prophets on the scene, and the prophets on the scene was the biggest threat. That was the biggest threat. And you know it, but you don't want to touch the apple of the Lord eye that you're gonna get fucked up. So you're doing your moves strategically. And then the Lord revealing all your secrets out on the table. You understand?
And we send the prophets to do. Destroy him first with the spirit of his mouth. Right? We say, read up, you say.
Destroy them, you understand? So the prophets, they're speaking the prophecies into existence, and you see all these things coming to pass. Especially in these last days here, we're living in some Yapa times right now, witnessing the fall of Babylon, witnessing all that taking place, and I have any faith of witnessing Babylon being destroyed. You understand? We're seeing it inward out, from the death to the nations gathering, from the scriptures talk about they that were confederate with thee have bring thee to the border. They that were confederate with leaving you and going with bricks. They crashing the alliances. You were the hammer of the earth. America was the hammer of the earth. They were going around bullying other nations. Bullying nations for oil. Where they know it have gold, they go in there, they make up some story, they take the gold. There was something else, lithium. You know, they need lithium, they run in this place, destroy everything, and then they say, well, Saddam Hussein, he went for Bin Laden, it's not a terrorist threat. You understand? These are the things that they come out with, but the Lord sent the prophets to destroy them, expose them. You understand? The Lord talk about the son of perdition being revealed, and then the end will not come. You understand? The Lord talk about all these things happening, and we've seen it. These things give us more faith to believe in the prophecies now. Because everything that is written coming to pass. Where the Lord say, He's going to cause the proverb to cease. The proverb being ceased right now. Because these things are no longer proverbs anymore. These things are prophecies being fulfilled now. You have something there?
Yeah. It's Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. So he say, made Esau bare. He uncovered his secrets. And that is by who? The prophets, starting with our elders and apostles on down. Apostles on down. Revealing them. Really from Abba Bivens down, you know? Abba Bivens, King Marsha, I.P. Saria, Eli Kwab, right? The 7, you know, all these men come down. Start revealing them by the prophets, bringing out the wickedness. This is how everybody knows Esau is wicked. How else you will know? Unless the prophets tell them. The prophets won't cover them. Right?
It's orange. The 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Why they break forth into singing? Because the hammer and the earth, the brother just read, it's cutting a song now. Babylon is being punished. You know, they like you not to have virgin. Everybody used to always watch them as bullies. The whole earth knew them as bullies. You understand? So you don't think people rejoice when a bully start to get taken down? People rejoice when a bully start to get we dish out. All these sowing the earth is lies, destruction, and to the other nations and unto us as well. So that is where you're gonna get met with. That is what Babylon we're gonna get met with. Everything that they do, they're gonna receive return on their head.
Preach them for life. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home. And when the scripture said the whole world is at rest right now, he don't keep at home. He always in everybody's business. He hear somebody get gold, he hear they oil, he up there.
Yeah, he can't keep it at home.
He can't keep at home.
He needs to leave the yard constantly. he needs to always leave to go and get something. The scripture talk about the wicked weary in the wickedness. Let's roughly paraphrase and I'll figure that out.
Continues, says, who enlargeth his desires hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and keepeth unto him all people. Right? We are ambassador in every state. Each day. But the what is it called that way? Embassy.
Yeah.
Right? American embassy. Everywhere. Yeah, so he don't keep at home, he always in people business.
Yeah, because one of the things that to line up pretty good here, the embassies they are literally keep an eye on and check on everybody. You understand? And also they keep in accountability for who they have partnership with. You see, when other nations fall out with America, you see them burning down the embassies. You see them shooting and keeping hostages and whatever the case may be. You see these things as of literally this year. Because you see that they're crumbling. Normally, when nations respond like that, America running with the troops and do what they had to do. But now they're sending sanctions. They say, well, we're sanctioning this nation. These nations don't care about sanctions anymore.
Yeah.
They're waiting for you to touch a button so they can respond.
The scripture said the weak say I'm strong. You see, and the scripture also say that Russia will be a guard unto them. So they can't bully them no more. They take no bully. The weak saying they're strong because they have nuclear capability now. They're armed with weapons now. So we nobody afraid of you because he was the superpower after he set an example. Hiroshima and Nagasaki dropped atomic bomb on the Japanese and them. So that scared the earth. Wow, now we do them, and that was a terrifying thing. The way they died. So he laid fear on everybody.
Yeah, and he was constantly winning small wars all over the place. And then on top of that, he was forming alliances. You see the smart, right? Because the Lord had wise men within them, right? So they're smart, they're setting up alliances with the people and that. The same ones that they went and afflicted, they're setting up alliances with them, agreements. And he breaking all the agreements. He is the breaker of a covenant.
He's that guy. Isaiah 30, bring our week, Isaiah 30.
30?
No, 33, sorry. Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 1. Woe to thee, spoilers, and thou was not spoiled.
I said,
Spoiled.
virgin daughter, about to get fucked. You spoiled everybody and thou hast not been spoiled. Go ahead on.
And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Yeah.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
Yeah, it's come like boy who cried wolf. When you understand the boy who cried wolf, he crying wolf all the time, no wolf coming. You understand? As soon as he cry wolf for real now, because wolf really on the scene, nobody wanna hear him. But America is the same thing. They could come up with war alliances now to fool who? Nobody don't wanna hear them. You understand? Nobody wants to hear them now because it's time to get destroyed. The end is upon you. You understand what the Lord said? Tekel. They get
Many tekel.
Yeah.
You fasting.
Yeah. You have been found wanted. You understand? The Lord don't label it to the slaughter. It's just that everything takes time.
Prophecies that I want to jump down to verse 8 here, Habakkuk 2. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, and of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. So you will see coming down there, setting nest on high, right? To try to get away from the destruction. Obadiah, right? Happening Obadiah as well, right? That is space. Now you're not bringing that is space shuttles and them. right? We setting up in the among the stars as the scripture say, right?
That 1 and 4.
Yeah, they're trying to get away from the destruction because Esau know, the elites are Esau, they know that nuclear missiles going to
You can bring it over the
be
face,
shot.
see?
Yeah, going to be shot in America. They know that. So they're going to try to get away from that.
Yeah, because you see now, they hypocrites. All the fighting on the Bible and all these things because they know it's the truth. But they're still building up our space force. What you can remember how many years ago that space force was? Them trying to prep.
And they started weaponizing. Why weaponize it?
Why weapon with a laser that piercing laser because they know the Lord come with some different technology.
They're going to try to fight Lord coming.
Come on, let's bring it out.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars,
Yeah,
thence
because
will I
an eagle
bring.
is what? An eagle is a proud bird. An eagle is raised to the top. An eagle is a top predator. They are one of the an eagle will swoop down on a deer and pick and throw it off a mountain. An eagle will swoop down on anything and you know they're exalting themselves like that. They even call themselves they want to be like the most high as well too. You understand? Go ahead.
Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh Shai.
Right, do they build a nest among the stars? Thence will the Lord bring them down. The nest, the space station, that laser what they have up there. The Lord might just pass and bounce that. And that mightn't get to do no such a big action, that might just get bounced down. You understand? We don't know, but we are just saying.
You see your hand go take them. You not send your hand go that.
Right.
You say do they climb in the remember that? Amos 9 and 2.
Right? Because we know that technology that they come with them ready for the Lord's technology. The chariot technology alone out of this world. You understand? You're removing that wise men from Teman, which is the wisest men among the Edomites. Well,
Amos chapter 9 and verse 2, though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them.
So they had the bunkers, the underground bunkers, where they're hiding in the earth. They say when they hide from the feast and the lamb, because they would know nukes go on hit. So they hiding in the earth, right? And some gonna be hiding in the stars. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Though they climb up to the heaven, thence will I bring them down.
Those that climb to the heaven, you'll bring them down.
That brilliant precept.
Right?
Is that verse 3?
Yeah.
And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out of thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
so what I'm telling you? All that telling you that the heathens not going to fucking make it. They come right back to the point. They're telling you that they're on the run.
We're on the run.
They're in the sky, they're in the bottom of the sea in them submarines, they're in the ground hiding.
And Carmel, them mountains and them bunkers and the mountains.
They hear about the behemoth. They know that the Lord sending out the arsenal, all the Lord arsenal. It's not just the angels, it's not just the chariots. The Lord have the behemoth, the beasts of the field, the Lord have Leviathans.
See, that's spirit created from vengeance.
Come on, things that fiery thing when it sparks in their eyes, the things that they never even see. Newly created beasts. You understand? So that shows that they're on the run and they believe with the technology and with the knowledge it could save them. But the Lord already proclaimed your judgment.
He did, and he said, the man don't lie. He not going to go over against the word. Cannot lie. You see, he not going to meet the word void. Everything we said will not come to pass.
Yeah, because the word void means empty, right? And we know that through reading, everything is a spirit. It's not just like, alright, the Lord say, send out the prophets send out the vibration, warning here what's going on. At this time, certain things gonna happen, certain things gonna happen, right? But then now the Lord send out the spirits to make it happen. Everything is a spirit. When you read his words not gonna return void, meaning that void means empty. Right? So these spirits gonna go out. When they come back, they're not coming back empty handed. They're not gonna come back about Lord, well we never get to catch them.
Yeah.
We never get to catch them. Leviathan not gonna say Lord and never bite them. These spirits gonna go out and what the scripture say, appease the wrath of him that sent them. You understand? So they're going to please the Lord, and these spirits, because sometimes I visualize it, these spirits hungry and thirsty to go and kill something for the Lord, because they were created to kill. So they were not breathless, and you can imagine how they look, like how these animations and things they look. You understand? Or these movies, imagine it. These spirits coming for you, so they're coming in the water, they're coming in the sky. You understand? They're coming all on the mountain high up, dig them out. Men of the Lord too. Dig them out. They will Lord, so you can send hunters.
You shall hunt them.
So just say they will fulfill anything that she see. So they're gonna make that come to pass.
Right, Isaiah 14 continuing, it says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us.
A fir tree, a Lebanon, and trees represent people, right?
That's it.
Okay, give me that in Mark 8 and 24.
Okay.
Right?
From Mark chapter 8, 24.
Yeah.
Mark chapter 8 and verse 24. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking.
Trees, scripture says them like trees envy Adam. Right? The other trees envy Adam because of beauty and whatnot. So trees represent people. So that fir tree. It's talking about the Israelites. Then he laid down, nobody coming up on me. Nobody, yeah. Nobody coming up against us. He put down now, we scripture say. 1 Corinthians 15, you want to put on all rain.
Even Deuteronomy 28 and about verse 7.
Want it?
Right?
You want it?
1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Then come at the end, when he shall deliver up the kingdom to Yahweh, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and all power. For he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet.
That's it.
So when he put him down under his feet, people want to make exalted. And since you lay down, nobody coming up against us. Yahweh shall not put down everything. The scripture say the sea with many crowns.
That's it. And that was a part of the covenant. That's why I can bring it up about Deuteronomy
28.
about 7.
Have it.
Yeah, but there, bring it up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 7. The Lord Yahweh shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
And you know what that means? Like completion, that means everything. And there's a promise the Lord made unto we when we keep the commandments. So if you read the beginning of Deuteronomy, it says, if you do these things, these are the blessings. We're going on this fuck talk about the blessings. We don't know blessings because that day we enemy persecuting me right now. That is to show you all of that, and the guys out there don't know the scriptures, and the Lord not dealing with them because they're talking a lot of set of fuck you. It's better you come when you see the prophets on the highways and byways and sit down and write down and relax, because you know, but the Lord make you all take your judgment too. You understand? But not to stray from that. The covenant the Lord made with us is when we keep the commandments, and our enemies going to be smitten before our face. And when they will come against you one way, and they will retreat in 7 ways, that completion, everybody going to feel it. Every one of our enemies will be back on our push.
Right. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 7. The Lord Yahweh shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They
Right,
shall
before
come.
our face, all, because you say enemies, meaning all our enemies going to be smitten before we face. We ain't see that happen yet. So it's going to come to pass. All of them going to be smitten before our face. Right? Go ahead.
They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
And flee before us 7 ways. Since the Lord Yahweh shall take them down, no man has come up against us. Right? Continuing, verse 9, it says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
I don't want hell, spiritual, a place burning on the earth. It move to bring each other.
God.
Move up as they come. Nah. I ain't talking about a condition. When you read Isaiah 47, you read that Isaiah 47 and 2. Right? Like a hell is a condition. Or the grave, pit. Right? Hades as well. Okay, here now.
Of it.
Right? And I talk about the land of America. See, hell is moved for thee. Right? Hell is moved to meet thee. That's talking about that condition he gonna be in. He gonna be that virgin daughter of Babylon that never been touched. And he gonna be in that way again. He gonna be in straits now. He gonna be in hell. In a difficulties. Because he in heaven right now.
Nice.
If he in heaven right now, and then the curses slowly turning from off us. Because we are not the curses right now. But in Deuteronomy 30, you can read that Deuteronomy 30 and 7, that the curses going to go on them. So when the curses go on them, they going to be in hell. Because the rich man and Lazarus, what was going on? The rich man was Esau, he was in heaven. But Lazarus was in hell. And that condition, a low condition, which is the Israelite. Eliezer, the one who God helped. Right? The one who God helped is the Israelites. Hosea 13 and 9. Israel destroyed themselves, but in me is thine help. The Lord helps the Israelites. So that Eliezer is talking about, we were in that lone condition, now he was carried away into Abraham's bosom. The angels carried him into the kingdom. Right? And now Esau asking to have his burden lifted off. Right? He was drop of water. He was at ease in the captivity. He ain't gonna get no fucking ease.
Do you saw do it?
Yes. He ain't gonna get no ease.
No eat, brother.
Go ahead, Isaiah 47.
Isaiah chapter 47 verse 2. Take the millstones and grind them and grind.
Start that one. Sorry.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
There's no throne. What throne? Come and sit in confusion. You want to know how this happened, babe? You understand? We had everything planned out.
Satan deceived all this.
That is it.
Because he was, the scripture said, go to your stargazers and your sorcerers, your monty, prognosticators, and all these things. See, that is why he go on digging up in sin, right? Trying to get them demons, and where you see? Many take a see that again.
And that's not a good sign for you, brother.
You understand?
Yeah,
so Satan, that's deceiving you. They were deceived thinking you're going to win that war. You ain't going to win that war. You could fight the angels and fucking fight that jet. They can't even move. They can't even go so high. When they go high, they're knocking out. When they try to make a straight turn, like they go so try to make a direct turn, they're knocking out.
And that's why the Lord have them building all this advanced technology. Because half of the things they have we didn't see yet. But the thing is we have the imagination the Lord gave us.
And we see how them chariots move because the Lord is showing us chariots. We see the things that they could do.
And we know that anything is possible with the Lord.
That is it. You can't worry. You crazy.
The Lord is a man of war.
Oh, yeah, how is it?
And the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is his name. The Lord sending his son to glorify him on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord not sending Yahushua to just reach and just talk to everybody. That's not happening. The first time the Lord come, he come nice. He came peaceful.
As a lamb. But you scripture say he not going to meet you as a man.
Not coming as
He
a man.
coming as a lamb who is slaughtered and a steaky death. He coming as a man of war now.
Yeah.
Demon like power. But you're going to feed it. Go ahead.
Start over again. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
He wasn't touched, right? But you're coming down now. You see, you're coming down to a low position now. You see, now you're being in heaven. You're going down into hell now. You're going in. You see, tables going to turn. Right? You going in Lazarus' position now, which was us. In our position, you go in. Right? When we read Deuteronomy 30, real quick.
I had that here too.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh Shai thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee which persecuted thee.
So how does going to be fulfilled? If it is these heathens going to be joined to us, how that going to be fulfilled? And put the curses on them. In Revelation 22, the scripture says there will be no more curse. Revelation 22 and 3. There will be no more curse. No more curse for who? For the nation of Israel. That when no more curses. Because he said he's going to put them curses where we must face it. And how old Deuteronomy 28? That going on the heathens.
And they're not in on no curses right now. They're not going through that right now.
But it's slowly being on them because they've seen Edomites being going in low position now.
That's it.
Be poor.
Fullness,
Right?
the fullness of the thing.
Yeah.
Of the
So it
curses.
started to reverse. It started to reverse it.
Not on them fully.
Yeah.
Because when it reach on them fully, that's when they're going to be the kingdom. They're going to be company like niggas. You're going to see them like niggas. You understand? The condition of niggas is right now, you're going to see them like that.
That's it.
But worse, because the Lord make me strong still. Yesterday we were talking about that.
Yeah.
The Lord make me strong. So when they whip me, he wasn't even, it hurt. But them crackers and them so weak that them Jakes started to get accustomed to them whips. You understand? And them Jakes and them started to get strong because we are people of the earth, so we know the things on the earth. These are the things that make us strong. But you see them Edomites, them fucking wicked, them walking what's called it, parasites. They're weak. That's some of them strong. Them is the ones that survive. Them is the ones that we gonna use greatly in the kingdom. Yeah, you throw 50 bricks on your head and walk from right here to right there and come back.
Let me see you take that slave, you know. Let me see how strong he is in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Let me see how strong he is. Go ahead.
Join Deuteronomy.
You finish it?
Yeah, finish 7.
Alright, go back to the
Yeah, right. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah. No more be called and since it come in truth, I never saw the tender and delicate in them, but it was called that. Because of certain things they was doing and certain. But we see them for what they really are.
They say no more equal tender and delicate, meaning because they're untouched. They see no nation ever come against them and touch them. You understand? So they untouched with the tender and delicate. Nobody beat me up yet. Yeah, you understand? Nobody do me nothing yet.
Yeah, nobody never drop a atomic bomb on them.
You understand? So the tender and delicate right now, but that coming to north. That done away. You see these nations them. Alright? You see put a hook in their mouth and try to draw Putin and all these nations against them, that brick nation. That is how it's going to go. So these nations coming up against Esau no more. They're not afraid of Esau no more. Nobody afraid of Esau no more. America no more. And the alliance, NATO and the EU. They ain't afraid no more. But the prophecies say that even NATO going to turn on them.
They are so confident with it.
They're going to turn on that war.
Yeah, they're going to bend the boat as the ship does it because really and truly. Most of the guys I would say he that bended the boat, let the archer bend the boat. That's like that.
Guys, Jeremiah 59:10, 59:11. Jeremiah 51:11.
How does one mean? Jeremiah 51:11.
Then
Jeremiah 51 and 3.
11.
And you see Archer. I've like 3. Check 3.
Huh?
11. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh raise up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
Meats. It's of no Russia. Right.
For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple.
See, making them turn on Babylon. You want them to destroy Babylon, okay?
That's why I say I'm watching
Oh,
it. Read it.
yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in brig, Brigadine?
Yeah.
Brigadine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
Host. Yeah, because it says against him that bended. He was the one doing all the bending. He's the one having he nukes them aiming. So he on your border here. He's setting up an army, embassy right there. You know, they have their alliances. They always have somebody aiming at somebody. They are the one doing the bending. But against him now, let the archers bend the bow. Let everybody be aiming at America, getting ready to press that button. You understand? And we say, so we continue to say, against him that lifted up himself in his brigade, which go back to his armor, which go back to his nuclear defense system. Because that's what our brigade is. It's something that is a defense. You understand? He lift up himself with what we have right now. He lift up himself in that dome, telling himself, yeah, you're gonna be protected.
Yeah, that's superpower. Okay, you see, before Russia come out with his superpower, with his nukes, he was on top of with nukes. Russia come and surpass him. You understand? So he was using the nukes as he defense, as all they can come on me, I'll machine all what my nuke by. All you see what they could do and he shoot it and show you what it could do. You understand?
Yeah, because a brigade is basically something that armor, something that they will use to protect you, right? Now when he getting all this going on, he done already established that he have a dome, an iron dome, just like Israel, but they have the real iron dome. You understand? He believes that when he used that, that's gonna defend all them missiles. But we don't know how much missiles the Lord talk about. Don't talk about so much of missiles.
200,000.
You can't defend that. Not one good and break rank. You understand? Not one of all of them coming down on you simultaneously. They coming and these things coming short ahead. You should just say like Solomon 5 and 20, like a well-drawn bow. It's gonna fly and hit its mark. And we know how them archers was in the ancient days.
Like what Joel say, Joel 2, say none shall break their rank. You see none one bouncing on another thing. All of them coming and hitting their mark. You understand?
Yeah.
Straight to that point, American, to show you that whole lot America are all big enough. So that's why you're going to take all these missiles, as we say that. So,
Wow.
100,000. How much it say? No, say 200,000. So, you can take that nuclear missiles from NATO, right? That missiles from Russia, from Japan, from all of them things. But what will happen is the whole fucking destruction because remember when nuclear missiles shoot here, them defense system and shoot back missiles.
A lot of chaos will be taking place. Who knows? America might have missiles that will hit. It will fly up and hit other country. But the thing is, they're going to be destroyed. They're going to help them.
Yeah.
It's like little to no effort. That can really help.
Go ahead.
Right? How was it on this one?
Yeah.
Right, go back into Isaiah 14. Right, verse 9. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee. At thy coming, it stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. Right? It had raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All of them. You understand? Now they're coming for you because really and truly, the Lord put it in their spirit to do that. The Lord could have put it in Russia and China and all them spirit to do it long time now. It wasn't that time yet.
This is a fan I had 2 8, no 3 8.
3 and 8 is great on the Lord.
Yeah, bring on.
Zephaniah chapter 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nation, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all My fierce anger for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Hey, that precept alone, so Yapa, you read it again? Because now you have to take in consideration what you're already saying there. That's direction. If it is, you have to say that in modern English today, it's something to be afraid of. The Lord not playing with that threat that's been made. Because it's not really a threat, also it's a promise. The Lord telling you this is what going to happen. This is what Babakisha.
Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. 8 ye upon me, said the Lord Abashimeshai, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine in the nation.
So
even
the Lord gathered any nations to pour upon them his indignation, his hatred,
Righteous anger.
righteous anger, all what he had stored up, all what Israel was going through and feeling, all the prayers that had been sent up, all the curses, everything. And the scripture say, the righteous cried unto him, and he heard them, he answered them, right? That is the Lord going and pour it out in full. You think about a man with a AK and squeezing it out till it's empty. The Lord going to release all the righteous indignation on him. Right?
This Joel 3 and 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So basically talking about the same thing there. You want to gather the heathen to bring them in that valley. Right?
What was that? Isaiah 13 and verse 4. Remember Babakisha?
Right? That valley, Yahweh, to judge there.
Lord's judgment.
13:4.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise
Like that noise at war. Right?
of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, for the Lord Abashimeshai of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Yeah. Like what the Lord doing? When he gathering all nations, he mustering the host of the battle. He making this one provoke between here, this one provoke that one there, that one thing on the chessboard. But what you really doing is gathering them together.
You see, that's in the king's heart, the hand of the Lord. You driven them wherever you will, that's what the problem is. So he must learn to lead them there. I used to be a couple earlier, I put hooks in their jaws. When you put a hook in a fish, and a fish get caught in a hook, we use reel it in and bring it where you want. You understand? Like we do with these nations, people and that.
Right? Isaiah 14 verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. Thy pride. So your pomp going into your pride. You know when somebody say pompous, you understand? That is a pride that brought down to the grave. The Lord making sure and break it down because Esau is known as the most proud. That is it. Right? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy voice, the worm is spread under thee, and worms cover thee. As we were saying earlier on, worms represent decay, destroying it, mashing up. Worms covering you, and it's spread under you. You have no way. All that could happen right now to America is that it's crumbling. You keep crumbling worms. You understand? Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Some of
Which
them
we already know this, but they know for them Christians. You know, they fall from heaven, which is rulership. Lucifer being the light bearer, they were the enlightened ones, the illuminated ones on the left hand side.
Call yourself the Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Illuminati is one, the illuminated one, but they're not the illuminated one. They illuminated darkness. So we are the illuminated one. We pushing our light. So just say, let your light so shine. We pushing our light. So that Lucifer is not talking about Satan. We're going into the king of Babylon, which was Nebuchadnezzar. But then this time, we're going into the king of Babylon, which is Esau, Edom, when he get put down. How you fall from heaven? He was on high. He was running the earth. Right?
He was saying shit.
He was in heaven.
Now when
How
you
you in hell?
Yeah, now when you talk, they're making memes out of that sanctions, nothing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations?
Weaken the nations, showing you, not talking about the spiritual and see Satan. Talking about men, a man, we know we didn't have a cook. He spoiled many nations. The man did that. And we know he's the white man. You watch the track record, we know he's the white man. You all know it too, but you just, you see, scripture say they're in a delusion or that they go believe a lie. So they go just get deceived. They deceive and the deceiver is. Most I pour a spirit on them to be deceived. So they wouldn't come to the acknowledgement.
And he said, and the Lord revealed to me that he said, if not, where and who is he?
Yeah.
If them is not the wicked one, who again?
Who?
Can't be we, but we ain't saying shit. We saying things in it, but we ain't saying. We are the poor walking right now. Servants on horses. But in a time when we're not gonna be just walking, we're gonna be on them horses, to them chariots, on high in the kingdom. Right? It says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
You know again, right?
With Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh.
The stars is talking about his people. Above the stars is talking about the Israelite. Because when you go into that word cosmos, it tell you cosmos, ornamental stars, right? So the stars are the Israelites. And when you read in Genesis 37, right? Moon, and the sun, and the 11 stars, was talking about Jacob, his wife, and the 11 stars was the 12 sons, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. Alright? So he lift up himself above the stars, above his people. But the Lord bring him down now and set his people above him. A switcheroo.
Yeah. It's 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Will be like the Most High. Ezekiel 28. The scripture says, you want to be like God, but he's a man. The scripture says the Egyptians are not God, but men. You see, your horses are flesh. He tell you that you can't fight with Yahweh Hashem. How he's showing you? Your horses are too weak. The scripture say your magic. Not scripture. Sorry, the movie.
Black Adam.
Black Adam, your
Magic
magic.
is weak. Yeah, because that's a magic. And when you look at the prophets, I would have called this technology magic.
Yeah.
You understand? And robots and all them kind of madness and a drone fly from here and stuff and all that, but that's weak. The chariots could come and just make it disappear into thin air, come out of the ground, thing, zoom so. Come on.
Oh. You see, I see one where, I went a while back, where a chariot going with the whole plane. Area 51. Yeah. No, area 51, some just now.
Media?
It was a flight, but some flight, the name, I forget the name of the flight, but that whole plane missing up to this day.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like, the plane take off and when like it was coming back and the plane like it vanished.
The chariot, see a chariot come and circle it so, and circle and create a kind of thing.
Portal?
A kind of portal thing and go on with the plane. Everybody missing 200 and something people in that plane. Go on.
You know what I want?
So we see that technology. They don't even know what they exist to this day. They don't know what it is. They don't know what that plane is. That plane never been formed. And we see it's that videos coming out where you see chariots taking people and then disappear. We see it. We don't know where they're carrying them, but I don't want to know.
What about the ones where people just like seeing on the videos and they just disappear?
Yeah, all life. Like chariots to be doing that. Angels I'm doing that. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell. to the sides of the pit. Right? Yeah, they're gonna be brought down to hell. They're gonna be brought down to a low condition. You understand? That is where they're gonna be sitting in, as the scripture said, no more throne. Right? Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms? That is the man. And
So,
yeah,
all
and
that thing you do?
yeah, because we just see it with local, gangsters, and you see it in certain men. I say like, wait, this is the man who was doing all the killing and all the thing. What are we dead? Like a simp.
Like a ship, really.
You understand? This is how the Lord gonna bring on Esau, but greater shame.
So all these nations gonna be, you gonna be hissing now. You gonna be talking against him now.
Yeah.
Wait, so jelly going, why you going so low? You was running thing, you had people in fear.
Yeah.
But it afraid of your weapons, afraid you. So we could get away.
Right? It says that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
Ooh. Open the house of prison. Where that? Isaiah 42, 22.
42, 22.
I
Yeah.
was shy coming to do that thing. Yeah, I was shy coming to set free all the thing.
All the prisoners, yeah. But
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivered, for a spoil, and none said restore.
Right, so think about it. That first prison was really and truly our people being lost.
how do you next prison? Like physically had our people
Physically
in prison.
jails and in
Yeah.
prisons.
Because we could fill them prison house. We fill up them prison
That is
house.
all gonna say.
Our people.
Yeah, who full in the jail? As we know in Deuteronomy, the curse says, who full in the jailhouse? Every jail in the world. Who full in it? They even have even them Northern Kingdom. They have a specific prison for them. And that jail back.
The spiritual side here, this is Isaiah 61 and 1. The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is upon me, because the Lord had anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He had sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
That is it. Yeah. So that is what the Lord do. You understand? The Yahushua come in the volume of the book and open up the prison cell. Open up your mind. Now we can see, now we can hear, now we can prophesy. You understand?
That we should say the truth make you free.
That is it.
So we ain't bound no more in sin, because he scripture says if any man sin, you have an advocate in heaven. He
Yeah.
is that one pleading for us. He's that one that is a lawyer for us, the advocate for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Yahushua.
And he opened that prison house, meaning set me free.
Yeah.
Because the scripture
Literally
says he
too.
have bought with a price.
That is it.
You see, he paid that price for us. So we free now.
Yeah.
We free now. We sell in captivity, maybe we sell our work and thing. But he sort of own we no more. We own by somebody. So that's why we out here doing this work, because we bought with a price. So scripture say, show that glory in our bodies. So we give our body a living sacrifice. Come out here.
Continue.
Yeah.
Isaiah 14 and 18. All the kings of the nation, even all of them lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. The Lord is describing the condition of Babylon after.
Like what? TikTok then?
Yeah, even when the Lord say that land gonna be a land for this for beasts to run through.
Yeah.
Every unclean bird and every fowl. Yeah. Because that was gonna be when they're done with it. You understand? Verse 20. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
They ain't gonna be greater. They say I'm evildoers, they will never be greater.
Yeah, from that time, only the seed of great men gonna be renowned. You're only gonna remember, well, this king here, king this and king that, because the Lord gonna bring forth a new joint heirs, kings. These are the stories, these are the stories they're gonna be hearing about and the books that are gonna be written. No longer these fucking wicked niggas, Alexander the Gay, all of them, Antiochus, Epiphany, all of them. You know what I mean? Hearing about these fucking Caesars and all these wicked men again, them done away with blood I'm talking about, you know? Great men. The story of this one and that one, you know? And then they're gonna remember when the Lord come, that day gonna be the new it's called it, right? It slipped my mind. When we came out of Egypt, right? They would call it the Passover, the deliverance. That's going into it, but that's gonna be a day to remember. When they're gonna write these things in books, they're gonna be epic. They're gonna tell about when the Lord, when his chariot come from the sky. Men gonna be writing about these things poetically. How the chariot, how the angels them look, they fill the sky, how it was looking at that point when the men of the Lord transfigurate. All these things gonna be written. You understand?
Yeah, that whole, you see that whole memorial.
Yeah.
Sodom and
That
Gomorrah.
is what I was doing, I remember. There's going to be a new memorial. You understand? It's something to remember. So they're not going to pass easy. It's going to be something heavy onto the earth. Even the men of the Lord, it's going to be something that we want to remember throughout the years. Because this deliverance is going to be dreader than the one in Egypt.
That is it. The top deliverance, the Lord come and deliver.
That is it.
Lord come and deliver. Deliverance was through many always raise up men to deliver, like Joshua, which his name was Yahushua. He delivered, right? Moses was before him. Joshua was his successor, right? And so he was going. Each time we in captivity, and we call him, he sent a mediator to save them. The Lord come and return now. It's a whole different movie here.
Different ball game. Right? Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. No longer they're going to be able to do these things. You understand? They're not going to rise, they're not going to possess no land, and they're not going to fill no place with cities.
Now, I am from Ezekiel 20:18 or 18:20.
Because we know that the scriptures talk about them when they possess land, they name it after themselves and whatever the case may be. That is their pride. You have it?
Ezekiel 20:18.
18. That's so. I say prepare slaughter. Prepare slaughter for children for the iniquity of their fathers. So they say, so why we had to die? Because that was before father do that.
You are your fault.
You are your forefathers. Right? Bring it.
Ezekiel chapter 18 and verse 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon
So
him.
you're coming in here a lot. The righteousness of the righteous will be upon him. That's why we come up in our lot as righteous men, doing this work, Lord willing, we endure until the end. But the wickedness of the wickedness go come upon the wicked, right? Wicked Israelites, even Idumean, Edomites. So the wickedness that he did back then, he come back and doing it now.
Yeah, because they don't believe in reincarnation.
That is it.
So they wouldn't understand. It's like me saying right now something happened, and me as a spiritual power saying, this prepare later on in the years slaughter for his children because he coming back as his children.
Come back at your church.
Pay the licks for him now. So when that time comes, he gonna receive the licks.
That will show you the reincarnation exists in the scriptures. They will tell you that, well, if the son not supposed to bear the iniquity of the father, why he saying prepare slaughter for the children, for the father, for the sins what the father do? But this saying the father and the son not bearing the same iniquity. So how you making that make sense? That's no contradiction in the Bible. It's reincarnation, meaning you are your forefathers. Matthew 23 tell you fulfill the measures of your fathers. We talking about how should I tell them, meaning do what your father do because like you coming back. You gonna do what you do back then. That's all he telling you. You gonna do what you do.
Standing in the lot.
Standing in your lot.
Right? 22. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, said the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bitten and pools of water, and will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord of hosts, which is them ICBMs. That is the besom, because I will have to have broom.
So you go sweep it.
With the besom of destruction.
It's Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind.
Yep.
And I will send unto Babylon fanners that will fan her, and shall empty the land, for in the days of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Yeah. The Lord will not send fanners.
What the scripture say in Matthew 3 around there, it says John the Baptist was saying fan is in his hand, meaning he had the power at that nuclear missile. So but we say hold back the wind till a seal missile once in their forehead. Hold back. He had a power in his hand to bring that destruction.
Yeah, and also too we know that the Lord the only Lord saying hold back wind. You understand? You gotta understand the Lord only care about the elect. He not studying everything and everybody. The elect, you want to, the Lord did not put them. After the Lord does do that, release the wind, because the apostles always talk about it. The angels of the Lord gonna be guiding them freaking ICBM missiles in order for it to not hit.
The scripture says his spirit, our spirit will be in them missiles.
Yeah. Right? So that is something to be afraid of. Right?
The scripture says the remnant was afraid. And let's see that the remnant was afraid. And let's give glory to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua. It still shake them.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, oh, that's the destruction different, right?
Yeah, but you
Why the guy beam up?
the truth there, the Lord will persuade men, so you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? There's Isaiah 14 and 24. The Lord of hosts had sworn, saying, surely as I have taught, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand. That I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart off, and his burden depart from off their shoulders.
The Assyrian, who's that? You see, when you talk about Assyrian, Babylonian, Babylon, Egyptian, right? It's talking about the same person. Esau. Esau is the modern day Assyrian. Esau is the modern day Egyptian. Right? So that yoke will be off of us. Right? And you want to deal with the Assyrian king, which is the elites, the Edomites.
Right? Verse 26. This is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth. This is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. For the Lord of hosts had proposed, and who shall disannul it? And if you get in Wisdom of Solomon 12 and verse 12 or verse 17. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17 or 12 and 12.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 and verse 17. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power thou shewest thy strength, and among them that know it thou makest their boldness manifest.
Right? So, continue. I'll look it up.
But thou, mastering thy power, judgest with equity and orderest us with great favor, for thou mayest use power when thou wilt.
Right, that the Lord, He will use power when He feel like. Now the Lord coming to exercise His power. Because really and truly is from, I don't know if it's in one of them, right there among the where it says, for who shall say unto me when I destroy the other nation? I don't know if you see that here. Same as in 1 Solomon 12. For who would not say it, you know, when the Lord talk about the scripture that I just read, read it over.
Yeah, like 12. Was on Solomon 12.
Yeah, I was saying 12 or 17. Read it out.
Read out. Verse 12 was on Solomon chapter 12 and verse 12. For who shall say, what hast thou done? Or who shall withstand thy judgment? Or who shall accuse thee for the nation that perisheth?
Right.
Perish.
Who shall accuse thee for the nation that perish? Who gonna come out and tell the Lord, what you know do? What it is you went to the nations? Who gonna stand up for them? We have a mediator, we are Yahweh. When them come and go against us, you know, we are the Lord Yahweh and Yahweh. But when them going through it, who gonna come up and stand for them? Who gonna talk to Yahweh? Who gonna talk to the Lord and say, don't do this or don't do that? Not as so stand up and say that. So that's how we know all these judgment written is going to come to pass. But they have nobody to stand up against it. Not like the movies they show you somebody going to rise up with some spiritual powers and defend them. It's not going to happen so. Right? So verse 27, for the Lord of hosts had proposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? In the year that King Ahaz died was this burden, rejoice not thou whole Palestina, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a cockatrice, and his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent.
So he said, don't rejoice over Palestinian. Talking about Palestine. Don't rejoice that Israel going to destroy you. They know Israel and Palestine, they are it. So he's telling you, don't rejoice because Israel gets some nukes in it, because Israel destined to get nuked as well, just like America. But the only thing with Israel, Israel will be inhabited with people again, which is us, Lord willing. Right? Scripture saying in Isaiah 14 and 1, he said, he's going to put us back in our own land. But before he put us back in that land, he had to purify by fire. Right? Get all line purity. As when you're doing farming, you burn the land first. Right? To get out all the impurity, right? So you're going to purify the land to set his people. Right? So when they see that destruction, Palestine, he's telling you to rejoice. Because you can't fucking get through. Right? That cockatrice going into the missiles. Well, it's the serpent. And we say after that?
So the fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent.
Fiery flying serpent and into the nuclear missiles. Right.
And the firstborn of the poor shall feed, and the needy shall lie down in safety, and I will kill thy root with famine, and he shall slay thy remnant. It says, howl, O gate, cry, O city, the whole Palestinian art dissolved, for there shall come forth, there shall come from the north a smoke, and none shall be alone in his appointed times. Verse 32, last verse. What shall one then answer the messengers of the nation, that the Lord had founded Zion, and the poor of his people shall trust in him? That is it.
And you see what go back to? At the end, at the chapter, you go back to Zion.
Yeah, the Lord always make a distinction. He always separate and show you who he talking to.
That is it. None of nations joining with Zion. Zion going to be lifted up. The scripture saying in Psalms 126, pull that Psalms 126 and 1. It's going to be like
126
that. 126
and verse 1.
Yeah.
Psalms chapter Psalms chapter 126 and verse 1, the Song of Decrees. When the Lord Yahweh turn again the captivity of Zion, we will like them that dream.
Like a dream, you wake up from a fucking nightmare. When that captivity turn back, you're gonna be like, wait, that really happened? Boy, that feel like a fucking bad dream I get power.
Yeah, that is why I bring the precept. Because you know it can be double-sided, right? With the prosperity, there is no remembrance of poverty, right? Really meaning that when a man living nice, he don't remember when he's going through hard times.
Yeah,
But think about it, in the kingdom, you're going to have like a dream. There's no remembrance of that poverty.
yeah. We gonna be living up so nice, so jet. This could I say, bring that up, man. You know what I'm looking for? You know?
Yes.
One day,
Yeah.
like a toad in his court.
Oh, right. I know what you're talking about.
One day in that court.
Yes.
Yeah, in this fucking place. Because in this place, it's suffering. In this place, you always have to get money to pay some kind of bill. In this place, you have to get a license to drive, a passport to fly. You always need some kind of restriction. That's how you know that somebody running this place.
Psalm chapter 84 and verse 10. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness.
Yeah, I'd rather be a doorkeeper to every one of the election than to be in one of them fuckers and them gonna get the show. I'd rather, as my captain they say, I'd rather be the man that wash down the chariots. If the Lord give you a position that the chariots them have to wash down and that's all you doing.
What David said to David Satan? Oh, that we say David?
Yeah,
You gotta be a dog.
Doormat.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's the kingdom we're looking for. And you know the truth that we out there to spread too. You know, they shall not any lies. Right?
Yeah. So with that, hope it was edifying the Lord's elect. In closing, giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great and soon and do well. Peace, love, blessings, Sensei Akim, the virgin on the four corners of the earth. Pushing his gospel in all sincerity and in truth. Few Aquatian listening silence and obedience to their husband. Shalom, shalom to the elect.
Shalom to you.